Imagine waking up one morning absolutely convinced that you're dead. Not metaphorically dead inside, not feeling depressed, actually, literally dead. You look in the mirror and you see a corpse. You smell your own rotting flesh. Some patients even insist that their own organs are beginning to decompose, their blood has stopped flowing, that they are walking cadavers. This is Cotard's delusion, also called walking corpse syndrome, and it's actually pretty terrifying. Now, patients have starved themselves because dead people don't need food. They've stood in graveyards demanding to be buried. One woman even claimed she died in a car accident months earlier and was now experiencing hell. The neuroscience behind this is absolutely fascinating, but equally disturbing. Brain scans show that areas responsible for facial recognition and emotional responses become disconnected. When the patient sees their own faces, the brain fails to register the visual information and begins to feel nothing, no emotional recognition at all, no sense of that's me. The brain tries to make sense of this impossible situation by going, I see my face, but I feel nothing, therefore I must be dead. It usually occurs alongside severe depression or after a brain injury, particularly damage to the fusiform gyrus or the amygdala. Now, treatment with antipsychotics and antidepressants can work, but imagine the philosophical horror. Your entire sense of self, your sense of being, rests on your brain's ability to recognize itself. We think of consciousness as this unified, but Todd shows us that it's just neurons firing in patterns. When these patterns begin to break down, your most fundamental belief, I am alive, can simply vanish. This, this, this goes against the popular phrase, I think, therefore I am. But what if you think and conclude you aren't? These patients are conscious, they're self aware, capable of reasoning, yet they reason themselves into non existence. It reveals that our sense of being isn't this solid, unshakable foundation that we believe it is. It's a story our brain tells us each day, reaffirms for us. And when the storyteller takes a break, the story can become a horror tale. Therefore, our sense of self is more fragile than we want to believe. You're always one neural misfire away from not recognizing your own existence. It's hard to believe that we might just be one neural misfire away from not being able to recognize our own existence. And that is the scarier side of this episode of Spooky Science. If you want to follow along for more, then please join for the next episode where I'll be looking at another spooky or scary science fact or theory.